So hello, this is Rosario Michael Rossetti, February 6th, Friday, 2026, and this is the update on the project. Of course, for those of you in North Carolina, you know we've had a lot of ice, and then followed by a lot of snow, unseasonably so, and very cold, also unseasonably cold. So that stopped my project on the footing because I got halfway through and pouring it by hand. Was pre-approved, but I had to stop because you don't want the water in the concrete to freeze once it gets down below 32 degrees. So I have to wait for it to warm up at night. Maybe next week I can start in again. It's been about 3 weeks sitting here half done. You can see some of it there, see where it is done, and then on the other side it is not done, and the trench is starting to collapse a little bit, but that's okay. So long as it stays within the batter boards, we can fix it and get that foundation footing in, and then the concrete blocks, we'll go over that, maybe 4 high, to make a crawl space under a 26 by 24 house. And this is my hope. As a 75-year-old man, I want to do something for me, entirely for me. Well, maybe my animals too. But it's going to have a studio space, spare bedroom, and a nice open solar-oriented design, kind of modernish, but still just a small cabin. It sits on an acre. I've got a lower lot here where I'm going to put another cabin at some point for rental out to visitors and that kind of thing. And the septic is approved. I have electrical possible if I want it. When I do, I'll probably wait for the wiring to be put in. I do have a generator, propane generator. I have propane heat and wood heat and electrical heat from the generator. So I'm good there. I have city water. I put in that frost-free pump you can see there, which was a good idea because we certainly got some freezing temperatures. And there you see the remains of the old trailer that was on site that got hit by a tree, and the people fixing up gave up and sold it to me. So I've got an acre, basically 2 lots. It's kind of a mess right now. There's my furniture. There's the pigeon cage. I've got 35 pigeons and 12 doves living with me inside. They were outside, but that became too expensive to heat, which is kind of the problem. The propane bill went tripled from what was budgeted. And then I've got my over 100 sheets of 3/4 inch plywood. I don't have the concrete blocks or the 2x4s. I do have a monthly income, modest, enough to live on. Although buying housing parts becomes a little difficult. Hopefully I'll be able to finish this before the following winter, and I'd love to have it done by summer. I'm doing this myself, and I want to do it entirely by myself. It's just the way it is. It's kind of my dream and my personal satisfaction. I have a garden as well. I've planted all kinds of fruit trees. There'll be roses everywhere growing. They're all planted. I've got figs, blueberries, cabbage, kale, broccoli, and lettuce are actually growing right now. You can grow that stuff in the wintertime. People don't know that. Winter does not mean you can't have a garden. Some point I'll get kiwi. They will grow here in the mountains if you give them a sunny spot. I'm near the Blue Ridge, near Blowing Rock and Boone, known as the Piedmont or the foothills in North Carolina. Very much like Maine, where I grew up. The poverty is a lot more extreme from where I grew up, but I don't intend to be one of those poor people. I paint, and that is my income, although it's been kind of a hazard lately because I'm in such a tiny space. But I won't have a big house. It will be a good house. And you see my driveway that I put in. The mud has kind of captured my truck for a while. But me, my 3 little dogs, we're doing okay. Just if you'd like to help, I don't need all that much help, but it certainly would speed things along, which is becoming a crisis right now. So imagine a house on this spot. Very kind of woodsy modern, with a hot tub and a sauna and a nice balcony for suntanning, a place to sit and have marshmallows with friends and maybe do some music together, or maybe sit with friends and draw or talk. I also write. So that's what's going on. help if you like. I'll keep you posted through YouTube, and you can follow that as well. Have a great day.